Stuart Racing's Luciano Berti grabbed pole position for the team's home race at Silverstone from championship leader Marcelo Battistuzzi of Brazil. There were last-minute worries for Tim Mullen, the top British qualifier, but the John Village Automotive crew soon had the engine running on song. Fourth on the grid for Dutchman Sepp Koster, just ahead of Andrea Piccini. Piccini receiving last-minute advice from ex-Ferrari, now Prost man, Cesare Fiorio. For a change, sunshine and a dry track greeted the start of the race, with 36 cars streaming down to the first corner. Actually, not strictly so, because one of them was stranded on the grid. The red flags were out immediately. Marco Nevalainen's car would clearly go no further. Into the pits was Stuart Saggers. He was involved in a midfield accident at Club Corner. Jörg Bergmeister didn't even get that far. So it was back to the grid and time to start again. Jackie Stewart on hand as ever to give last-minute words of advice. The team had it all to do again. But Jackie Stewart's advice didn't help Luciano Berti, comprehensively out-dragged by the Pagani racing car alongside. And as we've seen so many times already in this 1997 season, Marcelo Battistuzzi of Brazil it was who took up the running out of the first turn. Mullen's engine was clearly running strongly. He was in second ahead of Berti, Andrea Piccini holding fourth from Giovanni Montanari, and the second best placed Brit, Justin Wilson. For the British drivers, this is the biggest audience of their career. 100,000 spectators packing the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. And for the star of Spain, Goncalo Gomes in the number 10 machine, a chance to relive those exciting moments from another Grand Prix support race. Side by side, around the outside of Sepp Koster through the mighty Stowe, holding wheel to wheel through the Vale before finally grabbing the inside line at Club. And there was more similar action behind Wagner, Ebrahim and Adam Wilcox wheel to wheel in their dice for 9th place. But at the front, it was all about to go wrong for Battistuzzi. Mullen was very close indeed into the tight complex, and suddenly the pair touched. Battistuzzi held the slide, but he'd been forced wide. Now Mullen led from Berti. Battistuzzi had ground to make up, but for the Englishman out front, this was a real chance to shine. But Berti was about to rain on his parade. With Battistuzzi now in close company, the Italian made a move into the complex. Mullen made a mistake under braking for the second corner. There was contact, and Mullen was in a spin. But Berti's lead was short-lived. Out of the complex and onto the pit straight, Marcelo Battistuzzi breezed by, then Andrea Piccini. Luciano was in trouble, and he knew it. A damaged nose wing meant he had no cornering ability, and everybody flooded past. Gomes even taking to the grass to get past the slowing Paul Stewart man, who retired in the pits. Local knowledge isn't necessarily a help at Silverstone, as Jay Wheels pointed out, but then again, it's better than no knowledge at all. Robin Landgraf's race did end in the gravel, but despite 3 laps with his car alight, Derek Keneally did finish the race. Titanic battle between Andrea Piccini and Sepp Koster finally resolved in the Dutchman's favour. He would go on to take third behind Gomes and the winner Marcelo Battistuzzi. After 3 torrid races, it was a welcome return to form for the man who had won the opening 3 rounds of the championship. Marcelo Battistuzzi now on around 100 points. Second place man Goncalo Gomes, second in the series. Third placed Sepp Koster is third. As they head to the double header at Spa, will Belgium be kinder this time to Battistuzzi? Driver of the race in Barcelona and at Silverstone was Goncalo Gomes. The Portuguese hasn't finished out of the points all season. With a win and 2 second places in the last 3 rounds, he's now second in the championship. In part 2, we catch up with the 1991 Formula Opel Euro Series. Champion Pedro Lamy looks back in amazement.
7 years ago. I'm getting old, huh? I was only 18 years old.
Can you name the first Japanese graduate of the Euro Series to score a point in a Formula One Grand Prix? Find out if you were right after the break.
This